Hello viewers. Today, we are covering the 5 best cabinet table saws on the market, which are the best for you considering some unavoidable factors that you might miss out without watching this video. Here, we are going to give you an impartial review to find the best from a plenty of irrelevant products. If you want more information and updated pricing of the products mentioned in the video, be sure to check the links in the description below. So, let's get started. Number 1. Our overall best pick for the money is SawStop 10-inch professional cabinet saw. For woodworkers and contractors who absolutely need portability in their cabinet table saw, there are few options available better than this saw from SawStop. The moderately sized table weighs just 335 pounds, still a market mobile base kit to allow you to mechanically lift the saw onto a cart for easy transport. Note, however, that mobility comes at a price. With the mobile base kit, this saw is more expensive even than the Baileigh model. The saw itself features a 3 horsepower, 220-volt motor that powers a 10-inch blade at 4,000 RPM, putting it firmly on par with the best non-mobile 10-inch cabinet table saws on the market. The table features 69-inch. One of the best features of this blade is the SawStop safety system, which uses an electric current in the blade to detect when it is cutting through a conductive material, like your skin. This means that in the event reviewers have noticed that though it glides smoothly enough, the saw might start wiggling a bit if you have poorly calibrated the T-glide or tightened it too much. Number 2. Our second best pick is Jet 10-inch Deluxe Xacta cabinet saw. This behemoth of a cabinet table saw from Jet is one of the most powerful 10-inch saw options on the market today and comes with a number of features that justify its relatively high price. The 3 horsepower motor provides plenty of power for the 10-inch blade and a 3,000 RPM arbor speed that allows useless wood behind. Users love that the saw blade and fencing come perfectly aligned to each other and to the table. Plus, the table features a push-button arbor lock that makes it fast and easy to change out blades when working on different types of wood. The beauty of this table saw is in the large table size. At 85 inches long, it is the longest cabinet table saw in our top 5 picks. This makes it straightforward to work with and cut long, 8-foot or. Jet takes safety seriously on this saw with a magnetic power switch and an independent leaf safety guard over the blade that helps to protect users even when working with the blade at a tilt angle of 45 degrees. Plus, Jet offers one of the longest warranties we've seen on a cabinet table saw, 5 years. Number 3. Our third best pick is Powermatic PM1000 10-inch table saw. For those on a tighter budget, it's hard to argue with the array of features provided by this 10-inch table saw from. Although this doesn't affect the arbor speed much, it still spins at 4,200 RPM. Users note that the smaller motor doesn't miss a beat either and is able to cut through nearly any thick hardwood without whining or kicking. The table on this saw is moderate in size compared to other cabinet table saws, which is perfect for those with a small vibration, which users loved since it makes accurate cuts significantly easier. The saw has a large 50-inch maximum rip capacity for those in need of cutting large sections of wood. The main problems with this saw are not with the saw itself, but with Powermatic. Users note that despite the 5 in addition, many users found that the saw arrived damaged or that parts were missing upon arrival. It is also worth noting that the saw does not come with a blade, so you will need to factor that into the overall cost of the tool. Number 4. Our fourth best pick is ShopFox W1811 10-inch 5 HP sliding table saw. Users love this medium-sized cabinet table saw from ShopFox. The 3 horsepower, 220-volt motor is middle of the. Users appreciated the 4,300 RPM speed for making smooth, buttery cuts in nearly any type of wood, including hard, thick oaks and composites. The 3 1/8 inch depth of cut is on par with most other 10-inch saws and is sufficient for the majority of woodworkers. The fencing is sturdy and heavy, which users liked since it helps to keep the vibrations to a minimum and contributes towards making accurate cuts every time with this saw. Many users noted that the which is great for woodworkers who want to begin using the saw right away. One thing to note is that despite the large size of the table, especially compared to the Baileigh saw, is that the maximum rip capacity on this table is only 29.5 inches. This can make the saw difficult to use when you need to cut wide sections of wood for paneling or similar purposes. Number 5. Last but not the least, our 5th best pick is Baileigh 12-inch table saw. If raw power is your aim in a table saw, it's hard to find a quality cabinet table saw with a more powerful motor than this model from Baileigh. The 5 horsepower, 220-volt motor provides a robust drive for blade, which is enabled by the extra motor capacity. In turn, this saw has the deepest maximum depth of cut of any of our picks at 4 inches. However, this extra power comes at a significant cost. This saw is the most expensive model in our top 5 picks. Despite the power of this table saw, it is not a behemoth like the jet saw and is actually quite suitable for a small workshop or even a large garage space. Although this means that working with extremely large, this is plenty for most woodworkers who focus on moderately sized projects. Making precise cuts at exactly the thickness and bevel angle that you need is aided by the digital readouts for the blade tilt angle and fencing. So, grab this while you can. Be sure to check the links in the description below. That's all for this review. Feel free to share your feedback.